nothing you do will stand. And I mean nothing.
We are not giving this house to those con artists.
I deserve shared custody.
You're not going to get it.
Why do you think Bob Whitmore was going out of his way to look like a friend to the black church?
It's only God can help you now.
You better be careful, Grace. No one cares anymore about journalists.
I am trying to find a holy way through this.
Try confessing your own sins.
I have something to say.
Alright, Greenleaf fans, that was a trailer for episode 6 for season 5, The Sixth Day, airing July 28th. Only 2 more episodes after episode 6, so guys, we are definitely winding down season 8, sad to say, but the synopsis reads, Bishop reels from the return of an old enemy, pushing Lady Mae to unveil a family secret. Charity makes Phil face his past, while Grace and Darius learn the shocking truth about Bob Whitmore and Edenvale Lending. Now, the first part of the synopsis, Bishop reels from the return of an old enemy, and the beginning of the trailer has Rochelle telling Bishop, beware, nothing you do will stand, and I mean nothing. And based on the location, I don't know if this is Tara's, like, you know, community church that she has, or if this is, you know, Mavis's bar where Bishop plans on building a new church. I really don't know. Like, do Bishop and Rochelle agree to meet somewhere and talk, or does Rochelle just follow Bishop and then confronts him? I don't know. But then the next scene, well, we have Mae and Tara sitting down. It looks like they're at the Greenleaf Estate because the next part of the synopsis is pushing Lady Mae to unveil a family secret. So I don't know if Tara and Mae just, you know, talk about the whole house situation. I think that Mae's probably going to trying to get to the bottom of, okay, I was about to give you the house, but now you're hanging with Rochelle again. This transaction looks a bit shady. And then Bishop's dialogue is, we are not giving this house to these con artists. So I think that we're really going to get to the root of the situation, why Rochelle was there, what they're potentially talking about. It looks like, you know, Rochelle and Tara will be basically confronted by 2 different Greenleafs, like Bishop and Mae will be working things from their opposing sides. We also get Jacob and Carissa outside of the house with the rest of the family. You know, they're still going on about the divorce. Jacob saying how I deserve split custody, and Carissa like, you're not going to get it. So they must have yet another fight in this episode. Now, an interesting part about the trailer in terms of the synopsis is Charity makes Phil face his past. So we got this one scene where Charity's like, only God can help you now, and Phil looks distraught as a result of that. So I don't know if this is a scene that takes place before or after we have Phil's father outside of the gate of the Greenleaf Estate. And he's like, why do you think Bob Whitmore is going out of his way to look like a friend to the black church? And I think that's possibly a scene that's going to have Charity, Grace, and Darius, because the synopsis also reads, while Grace and Darius learn the shocking truth about Bob Whitmore and Edenvale Lending. So I feel like, you know, Darius will be at the house, so will Phil's father, and he'll just break down everything in regards to Edenvale Lending and what that has to do with H&H. So moving forward, we're almost done here. We also have, I believe it's Fernando who's saying this, but somebody's saying, careful, Grace, no one cares about anymore about journalists. And it looks like this is the middle of the night, obviously, because the person pulling up has their headlights on, and Grace seems to be outside of someone's house. Maybe this is in relation to something that Phil's father said, like, hey, here's the address of so-and-so, they were connected to Edenvale Lending, and Grace goes to the location, and that's when she's discovered by, again, possibly Fernando, based off the inflection of the person's voice. I don't know who it was. Let's see. Then we also have Mae talking with Bishop about how I'm trying to find a holy way through this, and then Bishop rightfully says, then try confessing your own sins, because that's been Mae's thing this season and last season. She's always been quick to kind of call people out for what they've been doing wrong. Like, I think the reason the family is suffering is because you did this and you did that and God is punishing us. But it's like she's not really admitting to her own faults, which I do like. How I think it was Misty, and was it her granddaughter or niece, the one who they were going to see if they wanted to remove Lady Mae's name from the scholarship because of the whole Max situation. And Mae had to confront that situation head on. And I like that because of the fact that she has to realize, like, yeah, it's almost like she's had these blinders on to her own faults and sins, but she's been quick to call out, you know, Bishop needs to do this, Grace, you need to stay there at the church to, you know, secure the Greenleaf name doesn't get erased. Jacob, you need to do this, but she's not really focusing on what May needs to do in order to get right with God, because sometimes it's not everyone else around you that's a problem. Sometimes it's just you. You know, you can't blame someone else for your own shortcomings, especially when it comes to your blessings in regards to the Lord, because sometimes we are our own worst enemy. We are so quick to call out others without thinking about, okay, what was it that I did wrong? What was it that's part of my life right now that's hindering me from reaching my full potential with the Lord or receiving all of the blessings, because I'm the one holding my own self back. Didn't mean to go into a mini sermon there, but I'm just saying. And it looks like at the end of the trailer, you know, May's like, I have something to say, and it looks like based off Grace and Sophia's expressions, she's possibly going to tell the family the whole situation in regards to Grace not being a Greenleaf. You know, the fact that she actually had the affair and she's been covering it for what, like dang near 40 years. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But overall, this looks like a great trailer. I can't wait to see what next week will bring. I actually watched I think it was Ashley Miller's review, and I was reading a bunch of messages in the on Twitter and whatnot, and people were saying, like, you know, episode 5 was good. So even when an episode isn't as, I guess you could say, action-packed as others, it's still doing a great job setting things up. Not to mention, this season has done a very, very good job every episode of giving us a jaw-dropping cliffhanger. Because the question was whether or not Rochelle was going to return, but I certainly didn't expect her to pop up the way she did at the end of the episode. So it looks like the trailer for next week means that episode 6 is going to keep us on the edge of our seats from start to finish. And like I was saying in my review for episode 5, I really did enjoy the AJ scenes, both with Bishop and Sophia. And we definitely got some more good scenes with Lady May and her own I guess you could say, her own sermon and reflection about new beginnings, and the list goes on. So that's all I got to say about this video. But make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification icon, follow me on social media. And if you would like to donate to the channel, feel free to do so on PayPal, Cash App, or if you'd like to join Patreon, you can do so for as little as $1 a month.